Ooby-doo, it's everyone's favorite boomer and vintage lens enthusiast. This is those people 7. This is the Washington Monument. I guess it's the Washington Square Park, which I get confused with Madison Square Park. And it was a really, really nice winter day. Really nice. New York. It's a funny place. Buildings all over, people walking about. This is around Astor Place where they have the big Astor Cube. It looks like the Borg Cube. This is a Ukrainian church. This is when the Ruskies first invaded the Ukraine. That church was open and we stopped in. So I don't know, was this lady want to buy one of those wigs or something? I don't know. Or she's just pointing out to other people. Yeah, some of the street lamps or posts, they have mosaics on them. Someone went and mosaicked them up. E-Smoke Shop, St. Mark Street, St. Mark's Place. People milling about. This is down some side street. You can see there's those people hustling and bustling. I took this picture because one building was casting a shadow on this other building. This is some feller, they had music at the Mission in my town, and they had a lot of like bands there, like C bands. That doesn't mean they were bad, that means they just weren't famous. So these guys were consummate musicians and they were really into it. Like this guy's getting really into it. But I lost all my playbills. I misplaced them. I don't know what happened to them, so I can't go back and look up this date and who was there at that time. I guess I could do an internet search, but I'm a lazy bum. But these guys are good. My girlfriend, she found out all these bands where you could see them for like $20 and get a good show and get ringside seats, like, you know, third row back. Well, here we are back in the city again. Look at those people walking around. See, I was using such a slow shutter speed, the kind of bike was blurry. And, you know, all right, you're across the street and you're looking up. The buildings lean over like they're... This is, I think this is Central Park. Yeah, this is Central Park. This is when they had horses. You could rent a hack cab and go around the park. And there's that famous building with the candy canes on it. I was using a super wide angle lens, so there's a lot of distortion of perspective. It wasn't a fisheye lens, but it just tall buildings look like they meet at infinity, you know, at the corner lines. Everyone was stopping to look into this window. It must have been fascinating or something. It was Christmas time, and they had all the Christmas windows out. And look at all these people pouring across the street. What is this? This is Tiffany. Oh my God, they decked their building out. Something fierce. This building, the way the sun was glinting off it, it had some sort of pattern on it. Now we're in Rutherford? No, this is, oh, what town is that? Oh, that was Rutherford, right. This is, Rutherford has a big street fair every year. I went there a couple times with my girlfriend because we like to do free things. And we walk around, we take photos, and they had this big giant monster bouncy house. I guess this is some sort of elf tree bouncy house too. And they had rides. And I did this on purpose. I used a slow shutter speed so everything else that wasn't moving looked sharp. It showed the motion of the ride. Everyone's checking out that girl's ass, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I was just there. You know, people are having a good time on the rides. Look at one ride. Looks like they were at capacity. Wow. Oh, the tree house. That's what that thing is. But it's a bouncy house. It's a tree house. Oh, it's a slide where you go up and then you slide down. Look at the people. Look at those people. Damn. For blocks. It's like, and an exodus or something. Of course, everyone, vendors, they always have this sexy dress rack. You know, oh, I wish my girlfriend could wear something like that, but, you know, eh. This is at Clearwater. Yeah, Clearwater. They have it Croton-on-Hudson somewhere, and they have all these bands. Some of them were famous old-time bands, like the guy who did Loving Spoonful, the guy who did Welcome Back, Kotter. He was there. I had a playbill for this. I had all this stuff stacked up, you know, so I could go back and rummage through my memories. But what can I say? And this is the crowd. This big, huge crowd. You know, it's on this big lawn. Everyone, you know, staked out a spot. These guys, I remember these guys were good because we hung out and watched them for a while, you know. Yeah, look at the crowds, people milling around. You know, the musicians were under canopy, but the sun was pretty powerful, I remember. And this is the shots of the people milling around. What do those people do when they go to a concert? Pete Seeger, he was mixed up with Clearwater, and it became a big thing with him. This is like 1 or 2 years before he passed away. And I don't know what happened with a lot of stuff with like COVID. Did this put the kibosh on all these tightly packed concert venues? I don't know. I haven't done much of this stuff lately. You know, just been going to work and going home and trying to save money to get ready to retire. So now I'm semi-retired, and I guess I should start going to these venues. That's Rufus Wainwright. I remember him. He put on a pretty good show. Look at him. He's really getting into it there. Look at those people. They all staked out their spots. These people are right in front, right next to the stage, and all the way back there. The people all the way in the back there in the shade underneath the trees. There's a lot of people. The Clearwater Music Festival, Croton-on-Hudson. Are these the Mavericks? I don't know. They were good. The Mavericks? Wow. These were red shoes. I think that's who they were. You could see like it's getting late in the day and now everyone's in the shade. It goes on until almost night. And it was like a three or 4 day affair over a weekend or something. And we just got tickets to go 1 day. And they had all different, these are Balinese dancers. Or they're doing Balinese type dancing. This is in Hackensack. There is some sort of artsy, fartsy, craftsy thing. And they all did, every one of these dancers did something else. And here we are back in the Sussex County Fairground, and some other jazz or folk festival. And these guys were good. They were really good. Oh no, this wasn't Sussex County. This is Fort Lee. They have a band pavilion there on the side of a building. And on weekends in the summer, they have different bands. Yeah, Fort Lee. I took a picture of this photographer. He made a really good picture, didn't he? With the shadow and everything. So here's some more medieval festival. They put on a good show. And that's the other thing. COVID killed this. I think they were going for 25 years. And all of a sudden it got canceled because of COVID. And now COVID's been over like 2 or 3 years. And only now are they thinking about coming back. So all these renfests, they might have, fell by the wayside, which is pretty sad, really. And there's a falconer with his falcon. I think his name was Falconetti. Here's the spectators on the grandstand. Those people. And the thing is, this is at the cloisters and it was free. Look at it. I caught this picture. The bird flew off. And I caught him in mid-flight with those people in the background. And again, you know, the camera worked perfectly. The autofocus kicked in. The exposure was good. I was shocked. I see the birds swooping down in front of this lady. So what you got to do is you got to go for the medieval festival at the cloisters. That's in the city. And see if they're going to have it this year or next year. 2026, I think they're going to try and do something. So these guys, I think I've seen these guys at the renfest up by me on Route 17 somewhere. And I guess, you know, these guys are totally into it, and they do the circuit. Like they go from one renfest to another. And it's a big thing all across the country. It's a sort of a subset of cosplay. Look at these people who are cosplaying as photographers. I do that. I bring my gear and pretend I'm a photographer. I like to do those people. Look at all those people. But I think the medieval festival at the cloisters is like the primo top-notch renfest on the East Coast. This guy was really good. I thought it was going to be goofy. But if you look, the flames are making heat waves on top. See, he tossed it into the air, and up there in the top of the flame, you see all the heat waves distorting everything. He was good, this old guy. He's a short guy. But I like this show. Now, sometimes I've been to renfest where everything is all evenly lit and it's like a cloudy bright, but here is bright sunlight, so I made sure that I was in a grandstand where the sun was behind me. Oh, what's a medieval festival without a wench, right? Here's one of the knights. I think his horse is called Smokey or Ghosty. And here's one of the other knights. These guys are really into it, and those people were really into it. All those people in the background, they were like checking it out. And they had the sun in their face too. But I got there early, and I sort of moseyed over there before this all started. And then my girlfriend and her girlfriend, they were out somewhere else. I said, hey, you got to get over here. They're doing the night jousting. So that thing that they wear in the helmet, they got to knock it off with their stick. It's made out of like confection sugar or something like that, so it's easy to break. And then whoever knocks it off is like, quote unquote, the winner. Look at the horse. He said, oh, not this again. You know, they know the routine, you know. Maybe it's a decided like, well, you know what, I knocked your ornament off last time, so I get to, you get to knock mine off this time. It's a really fun place to take the family and spend like a day. See those people? It's some sort of juxtaposition between like the knights who all look like they're accurately portrayed as knights, and then you see the spectators are all modern people. Look at those people in the background, totally getting into it. Wow. Oh, he took a whack. Ouch, that hurt. There's his squire and his at the horses and people milling around. These were the river dance ladies. They were pretty good. They'd jump up in the air like 2 feet, which is hard to capture in stills. This is more of the vendors. So just think there's only going to be one more of those people number 8. So stick around for that and check it out. Time to move on to other things.